Huh. Yeah, these videos aren't coming as sort of naturally today for some reason. So, I'll record this anyway. The other ones come out a lot better than I expected. For me, just waffling on being kind of tedious really, I think. And uninteresting, but hopefully this one will demonstrate the sort of lack of motivation with bipolar. That's what I want to talk about today really, is the lack of motivation. Where does it go? Where does all the energy go? When you're manic, you've got boundless energy. It's never ending really. It's like you can do anything, and the need for sleep just totally disappears, which is kind of weird really. I mean, I don't remember sleeping at all during my first episode, but I must have slept at some point because it went on for about 6 weeks roughly, I would think, give or take. But at the time, everything seemed connected, and now I just don't feel connected to anything. So I thought I'd come here and just show you how I am. I haven't got dressed yet. It's about 9:30, so I got up about 8:30. I had a couple of cups of coffee now, so I did start recording the video as soon as I woke up, which didn't come across too well. So I thought I'd give that a miss. But I've only just sussed out that you can actually stop the video preview upload by coming out of YouTube. If you can't pause it or anything, or re-record it or edit it. I don't know how you edit things. I mean, you must be able to, because there's so many good videos out there, and you must be able to edit it somehow, but that's beyond me. I'm quite thick really, so I'll never be able to work that out. I might have a little look around on the web and see if I can edit these a bit better really, and add music and stuff like that. So yeah, I might have a look at that. I want to sort of come across a little bit better, but I think being sort of out there as you are is probably the best thing to do with bipolar, because it kind of describes the whole process really, and the feelings that you go through. Whereas if you edit things and add things and muck about with it, it's going to make it look ungenuine. So that's my theory anyway. Just tuned into Sean Keaveney. He always wakes me up in the morning when I get up. And he's on from 7 till 10 on BBC6 Music. We go way back from when I was first manic. It used to be on at night on XFM from 12 to 6, and that's where I first got into him really. He's a good DJ. I follow the DJs around. They've moved to 6 Music now, both Sean Keaveney and Lauren Laverne, and I suppose I'm trying to maintain the connection that I had when I was manic, trying to get back to where I was really. But the thing that pumped me up when I was manic was pirate radio. I've done a blog on it on New Light Beings about, well, briefly about what happened with the pirate radio experience with me, and I like the whole spontaneity of it, and the fact you can go live on air, do shout outs, and it's just, the energy of it is unbelievable really. And it just, when I was manic, a whole show dedicated to me, and they were shouting out for me every couple of minutes. It was unbelievable really. I don't know why they focused on me, because they must have had quite a few listeners, but somehow it just connected to me, and it just went from there, and that just built up the mania really. It was unbelievable. It's just being sort of recognised was a big buzz. And I miss it really. But pirate radio now sort of died out. There is one that broadcasts from Essex that I can pick up here, but it's not as lively as it used to be. That used to be my nickname on Flashback, Lively. You wouldn't think it now, would you really? Good idea. I nearly got a show on there. They invited me to do a set on there, which would have been interesting to say the least. Having a manic maniac, sorry, on there broadcasting would have been quite interesting really. But yeah, I regret that I didn't do it really. Would have been a laugh. I did record quite a few of the shows, but something happened that I described in my blog on new light beams that was quite hectic, and my wife's aunt took all the tapes and binned them. I've got one left, but it's not a very interesting one. It's got a guy MCing on there. I like the MCing and the lyricists that just lyric over the music. It's totally improvised and it's just spontaneous, really. So that really attracts me. But there's nothing out there now, so I just tune into BBC Six Music, and that sort of keeps me occupied, really. Always have it on in the background. And I do listen to mainly CDs on the whole now, because I find that music for me sort of picks me up. I'm not majorly depressed, I'm a lot better than I was. I mean, 2008 I spent the entire year in bed, from dawn till dusk, and from dusk till dawn, really. So it was just totally opposite of my manic experience. So I wanted to talk about motivation today here, really, and where it goes. Because most people just have the natural ability to do things, no matter how small, and not even think about it. But with bipolar people, motivation just disappears, and the lack of energy is overwhelming, really. And the smallest thing seems to be a major task. I mean, there's a chat room that I go on, and they have regular times when they do jobs around the house, but they have to allocate time for it, whereas most people just do it without thinking, you know. It's really weird. Everyone will disappear for about half an hour in this chat room and go choring, they call it, and but they have to put time aside and make a conscious effort to do it, which normal people don't do, really. I mean, I suppose they do have a schedule, not to that extent, really. So where does the motivation go? For me, it's like, I don't know whether you believe in a common consciousness. It's a bit deep for me, really, but that's what I believe. And somehow, it's like, well, it's sort of like ants in a nest. They've all got their own little job, and they scurry around all day long doing it. And humans are similar in a way, but they have a higher consciousness, obviously, than an ant. They're more intelligent than an ant. But somehow, we're all running around like little ants, trying to get things done and just generally living our lives for a common purpose sometimes, like family and friends and work. But all that sort of goes out the window when you suffer from the tremendous lack of motivation that you get with bipolar. I'll be interested in other people's views on it, really, to see what they do to overcome the feeling of emptiness, really. Just feeling totally empty. I thought I'd come on here as I was. I haven't got dressed today. This is about my 5th attempt to do this video. It's coming out a little bit better now, and the time's flying by, really. 10 minutes is nearly up. I wouldn't go on for more than 10 minutes. I don't think you can anyway. You wouldn't like to listen to me for more than 10 minutes anyway. Yeah, there. So what have I got planned for today? Well, nothing really, as per usual. I'm sure I'll work something out. Obviously I'm going to get dressed at some point. Probably about 12 o'clock. But yeah, I'm looking for work, but I've not had a lot of luck. I haven't worked for 7 years, and I don't know whether I still could, to be honest, to actually have the mindset to go out and do a job, get up every morning, work from 9 till 5, and function, really. I don't feel that I function at the moment, but, well, that would be about it, really. I'll go on to describe, I'll do another video later on when I've obviously got dressed and stuff. So, if you're, I noticed the number of viewings of my videos is gradually dwindling, so I'm not surprised, really. I was just putting them out there because I like the whole YouTube experience, and the fact that you can go live and go around the world in a second. It's really appealing to me. It's like pirate radio in a way. You can broadcast yourself, you know what I mean? Take over the airwaves, basically. Well, that's it for this, so I'll do another one later on. Cheers. How do you stop it?